Sean Callahan here with Nebraska offensive coordinator Marcus Satterfield in Belton, Texas. Coach, second year in a row you guys have been down in Texas for these satellite camps. What do you really gain just kind of coming down and having a presence down here in Texas?
I think just, as Coach talks about all the time, in order to be a championship program, you've got to be consistent in what you do, consistent in how you work. I think the fact that we as a staff and a program consistently keep showing up to this place, I think may not pay huge dividends as far as 15 players coming from this camp right now, but in time I think it will.
Yeah, and Coach Rule, the state of Texas, I mean, like a lot of places, but Texas has been a priority. I mean, how established have you guys been able to get down here with Nebraska and Texas?
I think the Nebraska brand allows you, from the old Big 12 days, I think there's a tradition down here that people recognize. I think having Garrett, on our staff, being a Texas kid, helps us out. And I think just, what Coach did while he was here at Baylor and what he did with the Texas High School Coaches Association and how he embraced them and did a lot of stuff, for the Texas high school football game around here. So I think that's really allowed us to come in a little bit faster than we normally would.
With college football in general, the Big Ten, the SEC have really kind of moved themselves up. How have you seen just being a Big Ten school? How much does that help Nebraska now moving forward in this new world of college football?
I think it's huge. I mean, you're a have or a have not. It's going to be hard in some of those other conferences. They're probably going to get one bid. The SEC and the Big Ten kind of have a stranglehold right now on the college football playoff, and we are very fortunate and excited to be in the one of the big two, being in the Big Ten.
You got your tight end room. It's coming in nicely. One of your incoming guys, Carter Nelson, arrived this week. How excited are you to work now with Carter Nelson with the room you already have?
It's going to be great. I mean, he's going to blend in very nicely with what we do, how we play in the game. Super athletic. I'm excited about him and just his attitude and energy. People look at him as a quiet kid that played 8-man football, and he's totally opposite of that. He's got a great personality. He's funny. He's fun to be around. And the other two, we got Danny King, who we found here last year, who's coming and walking on for us from Minnesota, which was a good find. And then we have Eric, Eric's just that big. He's like the big bully in the room. I love being around him.
Yeah, you talk about a guy like Carter. I mean, how versatile is he? I mean, he's a tight end, but can you split him out? I mean, do you have ideas how you can utilize him this year?
Yeah, he can do a lot of things. He doesn't just, we're not just going to put him in a wide tight end position and tell him to figure it out. We got to move him around and give him a chance to use his athletic ability and ball skills.
How have you adapted to the new role now where you're tight ends coach and then obviously solely going to focus on the play calling in the offense?
I love it. I mean, it's the way that it was supposed to be. It's hard you have to coach your quarterback so differently and spend so much time. Sometimes when you are calling the plays and doing the game planning, throughout the week, you can't commit all the time that needs to be there. So I think, and being so comfortable with Glenn, we've been together and known each other for so long, how he teaches, how he coaches, his brain, what he brings to the game plan and what he brings to the quarterback room. And, Coach Rule was telling me the other day, just the fact, made a great point. The good thing about coaching tight ends is they have the most to do. And so when it becomes a little bit overwhelming, that should tell me right there that we have too much in. And so I think, just different gauges in a game plan, and it's been fun. I love it. Love those guys.
How have you seen the helmet technology? How is that going to help you in a game kind of maybe get a flow with the quarterback?
Just quick information. I don't think you can live in a world. A couple times this spring I caught myself talking too much. It cuts off at 15 seconds, and you're sitting there talking, hey, look at this, be ready for this, and that's too much. A guy can't play quarterback like that. So we got to make sure that we just mainstream the information needed to help those guys be the best they can be.
So will you see like a lot of teams rush up to the line so they can get an early look at a defense and the coach can just keep talking to them until that clock runs out?
Yeah, until 15 seconds it shuts off, and you have communication with the quarterback.
Wow, that's going to be a big change moving forward. Coach, for you, the month of June, too, is a very busy month. Obviously, your players arrived. You got camps, on campus, off campus, summer workouts. How busy is this month of June? Then you have recruiting visitors as well.
It's busy, but, you have to adapt and be the best at the month of June. So I think we have a really good plan in place. I think, with our visits, our camps, coming here, our on-campus OTAs, I think we're primed and ready to have a really good summer.
It's kind of funny to see UTEP here even. Your opening week one opponent, Scotty Walden, their head coach, is walking right next to you guys. Did you guys have some fun words with the UTEP guys already?
No. A couple of us have known some of those guys and have some relationship bridges. So just catching up and getting to know them, it's cool,
Hey, Coach, great seeing you here in Belton.
All right, thank you.